Street Smart Dealing Room.
Welcome back. You're watching Street Smart, this dealing room on Bloomberg TV India. Just a quick check as far as the setup is concerned for trade today. SGX Nifty still holding on to gains of 53, 54 points, and that's predominantly in the back of the Asia screen, which is also in positive so far, at least for a couple of the indices that are still trading on the higher side and holding on is what we're seeing. The Shanghai Composite again slipping a little bit, but Japanese markets and Hang Seng still in the green is what we're seeing currently. All right, let's bring in some perspective then. Ruchit Jain, technical analyst at Angel Broking, joining us as well. Ruchit, morning. Thanks for taking the time out today. What's it looking like on the technicals? Are we somewhere trying to form a bottom or still a long way off from it?
Good morning, Priyank. If on a medium-term perspective, we have been trading at the lower end of the channel, which in Nifty has formed in last 10 months. And also near this lower end of the channel, we have seen that we are expecting the selling momentum to take a halt. The previous up move, which was there from 8,550 to 7,970, exact 161.8% retracement is coming at what the low was registered the day before yesterday. So we have a lower end of the channel along with retracement supports, and hence we are not very pessimist on the markets in near term. We believe that a pullback rally may come in the market, which could lead Nifty towards 74-70 levels in next few trading sessions. So probably, although there is not much upside in the market as of now, since there is no reversal pattern been formed, but I think in this up move there would be more of a stock specific move where there are more where there is significant short positions available. So due to short covering, we can see some up move in the Nifty, which could lead it towards 7,417 next 4-5 trading sessions.
Okay, fair enough. I'm going to get your strategies in a moment, though, as you said, which is not completely pessimistic, and you've got some buy calls that we'll talk about in a moment. But just as we're heading into pre-open, a couple of names that we're watching out for on the back of earnings as well today. ITC, Ken, Idea, some of these names. What's on your radar as we head into pre-open?
Well, Abba, we are tracking more of names now where there is significant short position standing, and we believe that the move here on would be more due to short covering rally. So the names that you have taken, we are not seeing any sort of reversal pattern formation in these. So probably we are not much bullish on those stocks.
Okay, so that's as far as what some of the stocks are concerned that we're tracking in trade today. But let's just hold that thought. We just got a couple of seconds left for the markets to get those pre-open codes going on the back of earnings. Idea is something that we'll be watching out for today. Numbers have been a little bit below expectations as far as Idea is concerned. That one's going to be in one stock that will be in focus, and beyond that, from beyond the index as well, you'll be watching out for Biocon among some of the major names that's going to be in focus today as far as earnings are concerned. So keep an eye on all these counters, and there have been some more as well that have actually reported earnings, so we'll be keeping an eye out for that. And ITC and Kane India will be the ones that will be reporting numbers today, so let's see how they also pan out. But first, the pre-open quotes, and what we're seeing as far as the pre-open quotes are concerned. Marginal gains, 16 points higher in the Sensex. The Nifty up by 66, 67 points is what we're seeing. The range of 7,300, 7,374, 55, 7,500 is somewhere that the markets are expected to hover in, is what we're seeing. Once again, the pre-open suggesting that the Nifty could move in that 7,350, 7,320 range in terms of the way the pre-open quotes are panning out. Sensex also up by 40, 45 points. In the meantime, the currency seeing some bit of a move stronger. 67.80 is what we're seeing the currency start today's trade on. In terms of the way the openings really panning out, there is what we're seeing as far as the currency is concerned. I'll just get you some details as well. Partha Bhattacharya, Forex market expert, joining us on the phone line as well. Partha, morning. Thanks for taking this call. What's your outlook on the rupee?
Yeah, before the rupee, just a quick recap of what happened. This market turmoil since beginning of the year sort of is pushing the central banks and policymakers to go for more stimulus. Yes, day before yesterday's total risk of sentiment got changed yesterday with Mario Draghi's statement, strong emphatic statement, and signaling of possibility of monetary policy changing, further easing of monetary policy in March, as early as March. And also Chinese Vice President Li commented that he will take care, quote unquote, take care of the investors and assure the market that they will not go for further devaluation of yuan. You know, these change the market sentiments. We need to see this risk appetite remains a little bit, whether the market stabilizes here. So that will impact Indian rupee in a big way, how the global market, financial market reacts to these statements, whether these statements are good enough. So far as India is concerned, the investors, FPIs, have been treating, clubbing India as part of the total emerging market basket, and they are withdrawing. Even the stock market has 1.5 billion, 1.4 billion almost withdrawn since beginning of the year, marginal positive in the debt market. So if they change and they differentiate India and they consider India as a sweet spot, then FPIs will come back. And if that happens, then only the pressure on rupee in the medium term will ease. Otherwise, the pressure on rupee will remain with unhedged external borrowing hedges and not the unhedged exposures are huge. Demand from gold and oil imports are there. So there will be demand coming in. Of course, today it is stabilizing a little bit, has improved, and I think today's range would be 67.50 to 67. But in the medium term, pressure on rupee will remain if FPIs do not come back. And today, of course, it will be range, as I said, will be 67.50 to 67.90 sort of thing. And RBI will be on guard. They will keep on, yesterday Raghuram Rajan made one statement, the rupee level is what it is. I mean, it is, they will not target a particular level, including 68.85 all-time high. Is just a number. It can pierce to 68.85 if there is any negative statement, negative impact, even coming from anywhere in the globe.
All right, Partha. Thanks for that quick check on the currency. Continues to be interesting times. So 67.7 is what we're looking at right now. And all right, let's continue the conversation with Richard. Richard, so let's talk about some of those beaten down names that you're finding interesting right now, because I notice you have a few banks on that list, which is surprising me a little bit.
Yeah, so since I said we are looking for some stocks which could show some short covering rally in next 2-3 sessions. So basically banking sector is one which has seen a lot of short formations over the last few weeks. And probably amongst the few couple of names, there have been formation of some reversal patterns on the daily charts. So anticipating that due to this reversal pattern formation, we may see some up move in these stocks. We are recommending a buy in ICICI Bank at current levels. Last 3-4 trading sessions, the stock has been trading in a narrow range and has been forming doji patterns, which signifies that the sellers are now losing the momentum. So we may see some short covering rally, which could lead the stock up to 243 in next 6 to 8 trading sessions. So with a stop loss placed below 216, one should go long in ICICI Bank from a very short term trading perspective. Among banking names, we are also recommending a long in Bank of Baroda. Probably in day before yesterday, we have seen formation of a doji pattern in Bank of Baroda too. So similar pattern what we have seen in ICICI Bank, which also signifies indicates that some sort of short covering rally could come in these names. So Bank of Baroda, one can look to buy with a stop loss below 117 and target of 137 in near term. Apart from that, we are also recommending a buy in Hero MotoCo. Probably at the lower end, 2 days ago, we have seen formation of a long leg doji over there. And prices in last 2-3 trading sessions have moved higher after that formation, which indicates that the reversal of the previous downtrend momentum. So we are expecting a target, first target of 2,566, and above that the stock could test 2,635. So with the stop loss placed below 2,347, from a short to medium term perspective, one can also go long on Hero MotoCo.
All right. Let me also bring in Ajay Srivastava, who's joining us this morning. Ajay, let's get a sense of trajectory from you. Some amount of global, stimulus that may help to give us some amount of support today. We've also been talking about possible short covering, etc. But do you feel that perhaps some of that caution is still wise for the moment? Do you expect further weakness? So what's your sense?
I think two things are. One is that the market in a sense is kind of divided into two kind of stocks. One which have been really taken a shakedown, and you could see an opportunistic rally like the gentleman is playing. Maybe banks are sold on to so much that you could see a technical rally. But so that's a temporary perspective. I think from a longer perspective, let's understand that globally the world got changed pretty rapidly in the last 16 days or 80-20 days because three reasons have happened. One is we are seeing yuan is not going to be back to where its level was. So you're going to see a very competitive China. It's going to hurt Indian economy. Number two, we are seeing fiscal issues coming up to the fore right now with the pay commission. So the budget possibly would spring a few negative surprises. So, forget the international construct. The domestic construct remains pretty weak at this point of time, and you could be in for a fundraising surprises from the government in the budget. In that context, you got to be very clear as to why you're buying these stocks and what you want to hold. Yes, they look very mouth-watering. Yes, you wanted to buy some stocks and they've come to a so-called decent levels, but the outlook remains as foggy as the weather in Delhi because things are not good on the fundamental side. They could have been technically oversold, I agree with that. But whether the long-term perspective, the trajectory is to go up over the time period next 3 quarters, I doubt it very much. I think there are enough hurdles on the way for quite a bit of the old economy stocks, including the PSU Bank, etc., which are going to face big hurdles as they go down the path.
Okay, Ruchit, quickly then, one or two top strategies that you're advising clients right now to probably look at in this market. Ruchit, one or two top trading calls.
From trading perspective, as I said, I'm looking for some short covering the banking sector. So as we've already discussed, ICICI Bank and Bank of Baroda would recommend that only to traders for a short term, for just a short covering bounce. Apart from that, Hero MotoCorp, which I have recommended, that also could be bought.
Okay, so that's as far as the banking pack is concerned. Thanks for those takes as far as the technical reading on some of these counters is concerned and what we're tracking there. The pre-open today suggesting almost a 1% gain. A gap up start is what one can expect, possibly in line with what's happening in Asia as well this morning, where we've seen some decent gains. Vedanta, ICICI Bank, Axis, State Bank and ONGC along with Kane India and BHEL among the stocks that are actually gaining, while you're seeing Ultratech and Idea, the numbers have been a tad below, seeing a little bit of a soft move in the pre-open out here. So you've got almost 48 stocks out of the Nifty 50 in green, at least in the pre-open so far is what we're seeing. But Ajay, the important bit out here is, as you said, immediate or more recent trends could see some bit of a dead cat bounce.